We try again. Third time recording. Seizure medications make it hard to stay on track. But we will prevail because, gosh dang it, that's the only option I have. So, where are we? What do we have for sale? What's coming up? What are your convention plans? So many questions. Am I bothering you with all of the questions? Absolutely not. I kid you not, I have so many buyers. Tangent time. So many buyers that are like, oh my gosh, I must be so annoying with all my questions. And I'm like, no. Like, please ask questions. It shows me you're interested in what you want to do. And I spent 6 years studying this. I will gladly give you the easy, compact answer instead of send you on a 6-hour hunt on the internet or through many books. I have so many books, and I only use like 3 of them. Don't do what I did. Talk to other people. Talking is scary for me. So, here we are in front of a camera. That's a great idea. Where are we with babies? So I have one baby left for sale. She's out of my normal, or my false dwarf, Dewdrop, which is a Siamese sable, and out of Brawn, my herd buck, my main herd buck, which is a broken blue tort. He carries either Rue or Shaded. I am not sure yet which one. We will hone in eventually. I would love to breed him to a Rue and just see what happens, but I don't have a Rue, so we'll wait and work on it a bit and hope that something funky pops out. Baby, as for baby, is a blue junior doe born the 27th. Let me double check. I think the 29th of July, so month 7. And her body is immaculate. It's so beautiful. She's like so deep and wide. She's literally a perfect little box, and her head sits so perfectly on top of the box. But she overposes because she likes sticking her head too high up, and I'm like, girl, spare me pain. She does not. So yeah, she is 120. Her head is also beautiful and broad. She's currently in the donkey stage of my bloodline, which starts at 2 months and ends at 4 months. So the head usually pops 3 times, and then the ears look proportionate. The first round being at 5 months, then 8 months, then 2 years. So it is an investment, but it's so worth it. Like, Charles, he is my best buck, in my humble opinion. My homegrown, my baby doll. He has taken home 2 reserve in shows, 2 best in shows, or 1 best in show. At least 1 best in show. Every single time I enter him, he's either best of breed or best opposite. I think he's never taken home a best opposite. He's always best of. So, that says something. And this guy was the ugliest baby. I have pictures on my website of where I'm like, guys, he sucked. And now he's beautiful. Trust the process with Allens. And I couldn't sell him. I kept him back because I saw potential in him. And then he hit the 3-month mark and I was like, I don't see it anymore. It died. Let's sell him. And nobody wanted him. And now everybody is like, can I have a Charles clone? I want something related to Charles. Oh my gosh, is that somehow related to him in any way? And I'm like, for starters, he's an Orson, and Braun is his main bloodlines, which is Brock's Fallen Ears and LNR. Everything in my barn is going to be related to him somehow. So yes. But also, if I tell you that this baby is currently ugly but will be better in the future, trust me, just a little bit. I can never make 100% promises because that's not how genetics work. But I've been working with this bloodline for like a solid 2 years now, specifically, and I think I can see a little bit into the future. But I don't want to get cocky either because I can say that and then I'm probably gonna get a really ugly baby in 6 months, and fate is gonna be like, ha! So I'm gonna shut my mouth. But she's not the only one for sale. I'm selling Ivan for 100, and you might be thinking, why on earth would you sell a reserve in show, best in show buck? The Genius has a split right at the base. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't need to because it's breeder lingo. I can't even speak, and I expect me to talk about lingo. And I'm petting him out specifically to avoid that. All of his babies, which I will be talking about in a second, don't display. No one's displaying at all. So it's completely recessive in all of them, and I'm like, sick. So chances are they're going to be perfectly fine in the world for the rest of their lives and generations to come. But I don't want to be gambling with that, so I'm selling him. As for the babies, we have 2 torts, 3 broken torts, and a broken blue tort. All of them are bucks except for one tort and a broken tort. And they're all stunning. And everyone's the mass favorite is the broken blue tort. My personal favorite is the little buck, the tort buck. He is tiny, and the broken blue is the biggest. So we have runt against mass chubby. And I have to say, mass chubby is very cute, but I'm a sucker for the ones that fit in my hand at a very old age. And then we have that little litter from Denisa. We have a solid and a broken in there. You darn bet I will be watching these like a hawk, because Denisa is my personal favorite doe, and I have a hard time getting any babies out of her. And Charles is the dad, and he's my favorite buck. Homegrown anyway. Cough, cough. Frost needs to get a little bit better. He's at that age. We'll give him some time. His brow isn't as strong as I'd like it to be. But, and then we have that little blue tort buck that I'm low-key growing out. I'm really on the fence because I don't know if I can use a blue Charles, but also, why not have a dilute version of his daddy? So, you know, if I sell Ivan, for sure I'm keeping that little buck. But if I don't, which then don't, like, boycott my post because you guys want the buck, but, like, low-key, if I sell Ivan, that buck is staying. If I don't, within the next month, he is heading out. And, or, you know, I have so much freaking cage space. I should just throw him in a cage and give him a few months and see where he goes. But I am, you know, there's a reason I have a lot of space. So I'm very picky, and he is literally perfect, but, you know, we'll just wait till he goes in the uglies, and then I'll convince myself to sell him. Like every other good rabbit I sell. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm really pumped. I will be at convention with the plastics. I will be taking Charles and Frost and Pinecone, all of which are going to be granded or granded. Pinecone is the only one that needs to be granded. Everyone else is already. Everybody got registered and granded at the Sonora show, and I'm so sorry. It took me like an hour, and I'm so sorry for Cameron from Jonesy Brothers was right behind me waiting for me, and the poor judge was just trying to, or the registrar was just trying to get everything done. But, you know, now they all got their little registration number, and they all look beautiful, so I'm not complaining. I just feel bad for the other people that have to wait for me. But that's where we're at currently. So yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. I know 4-H season is kicking up. A lot of 4-H parents wanting rabbits from me. And I love working with youth, and I love helping out the families on, you know, that don't want to go broke over Holland. I charge a lot less than you will probably find in the state of California, especially considering my reputation. And that is because I don't need to charge a lot, and I get a lot of dirty looks from other breeders, jokingly, of course. They're all lovely, don't get me wrong. No one's, like, actually out for my neck. They're all great people. Where they're, like, just price a little bit higher because you're, you know, flooding the market with high-quality rabbits for a really low price. We can't sell anything because you're setting the bar too low. But I also don't need to charge more than $150 a rabbit once a month to get anywhere. So, you know, why not make them a little cheaper? I can. So if you're wondering why my prices are dirt low, it's not because I have dirt rabbits. It's because I don't need to charge more, and I don't feel like charging more. So yeah, that's where we're at. If you have any questions, please let me know. My website, Instagram, and Facebook will be down in the description. So all the ways to contact me, and of course below the description is the comment section. So yeah, if you have any questions, shoot me the question. Don't actually shoot me. I will see you guys in the next video. God bless.